Alright, hello, this is Imtiaz Rafi Hashim, and I will be demonstrating how to execute my final year project. Alright, so as you can see here, I'm currently within my repository. So this is I'm in the root directory right now in the main branch, and over here I have these following files. So so the most important one over here is server.js, which I will be running, and that is basically the backend file that's running all the middleware to sort out cross-origin resource sharing issues. Okay, so first, in order to do this, well, you're running this on a different system. Then you would, if it's the first time you're running this, then you would have to do npm install to install all the necessary packages, and then you would have to run the server.js file by just doing npm start. So that's running. So yep. So now it's running on localhost 3001. So yep, that's all good. And then I go to the front end. But before going to the front end, I need to initiate the Blazegraph server. And in order to do that, first I need to start the Tomcat server. So you need to have Tomcat installed in your system, and once you do, you go to the location where it's you go to the file location, the folder location of Tomcat. So here, Tomcat 9.0. Go over here, go to the bin directory, and in the bin directory you can either do startup.bat, you can either click on this, and if this doesn't work, then click on tomcat9.exe. I'm currently using version 9, and all my program works with version 9, so I would recommend you to install version 9 as well, whoever's trying to run the code. Okay, so tomcat9.exe. Alright, so once you click on this, you would get this window, and that means your Tomcat server has started. So now you can access the Blazegraph database. So if you go over here, so I'm already in Blazegraph right now, so what you would have to do, I'll do it again. So go on localhost, which is, so that's where the Tomcat server is running, localhost 8080, and go on Blazegraph. Okay, so now the next thing that I would have to do, or whoever's running, well, since the next thing you would have to do is create a namespace. Now I already have a namespace already called Ontologies, where I'm currently storing the ontology. But if it's the first time you're running this, running the code, then you would have to create a namespace, and you would have to. So what? Okay, let's say I create test garment, name it or whatever you want to name it, and then test garment, and then create namespace. Over here, I want to have specific attributes that will work for the queries I'm gonna run. So if you don't have the specific attributes that I'm gonna mention right now, then the queries later on, when the queries are executed later on, they're not gonna work. Okay, so these are the queries. So these are the properties. I've mentioned I have this in my report as well. I have this in my report, written in my report as well. So yeah, you can look at my report and then make any necessary adjustments. But yeah, these are the properties that it should have. But yeah, so now I have onto garment here. So I'm gonna go on update and upload my ontology. So wherever you have the ontology located, go there and upload it over here. And now I'm going to update, and now it has been modified, which means it has been uploaded successfully. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go make a query. So I've made a query previously, and this is the query I actually make in the code. So when I execute this, I get this. So I get some instances. I get all instances of garments. So plain shirt, plain trousers, printed shirt, printed trousers, striped shirt. Okay. So now I know that this query works. Okay. So now I'm going to run the front end. So I go to the front end folder. So from the root folder, currently I'm in the root directory right now, and as you can see, there's a front end directory. Go to the front end directory, and then again npm install to install all the necessary packages for the front end. And then after that's done, I do npm start to start the front end, and this will take a bit. Yeah, okay, all right, yep. So now, as you can see, the query that we made here, which returned all the instances with their ID and their price, so plain shirt, plain trousers, they are now represented on the web page as items that we can add to our shopping cart. So let's say, okay, we can remove everything from cart. Okay, so now you can see that the cart is empty, there are no items in the cart. So I can add items to the cart, and I can also change the amount of times I want those items. So okay, in cart 3 times for plain shirt and 2 times for plain trousers, and this will be reflected on the shopping cart as well. So now I've got 3 plain shirts, which is £48, and plain trousers, which is £40, and then in total I've got 88. So yeah, that is how to run my project.